Here are 5 common misconceptions about Charles Darwin and the theory of evolution. 1. The claim that humans evolved from monkeys. This is a frequent misunderstanding that Darwin's theory posits a direct lineage from modern monkeys to humans. Instead, Darwin suggested that humans and modern apes share a common ancestor that lived millions of years ago. The evolutionary path is more like a branching tree, where different species diverge from a common starting point, rather than a linear progression from one existing species to another. 2. That survival of the fittest means only the strongest survive. This famous phrase is often misinterpreted as a struggle based solely on physical strength. In an evolutionary context, fittest refers to the organism that is best adapted to its specific environment and can produce the most offspring. This can include traits like being better at finding food, avoiding predators, or resisting disease, not just physical prowess. 3. That Darwin was the first to propose the theory of evolution. While Darwin is the most famous figure associated with evolution, the idea that species change over time had been proposed by several thinkers before him, including Jean-Baptiste Lamarck and even Darwin's own grandfather, Erasmus Darwin. Darwin's crucial contribution was not the idea of evolution itself, but the primary mechanism by which it occurs, natural selection. 4. That evolution is a linear progression towards a perfect form. Evolution is not a directed process with a predetermined goal of creating more advanced or perfect beings. The iconic March of Progress illustration showing a linear progression from an ape-like creature to a modern human is a misleading oversimplification. Natural selection is a reactive process that depends on the environmental pressures at any given time. A trait that is advantageous now may be detrimental if the environment changes. 5. That Darwin was an atheist who proposed his theory to destroy religion. Darwin struggled with his religious faith throughout his life, particularly after the death of his daughter, and ultimately described himself as an agnostic. His work focused on presenting a scientific mechanism for the diversity of life, and deliberately avoided discussing the origin of life itself or the implications for human evolution and religion. The idea that his primary motivation was to undermine religious belief is a misrepresentation of his work and personal life. Follow for more facts you didn't learn in school.